Ladies and gentlemen, today we are watching every single round 100 on every IW map made by your boy Badger. Shout out to this man. He is an absolute legend. 12K views is absolutely criminal. Send this man some more love. So ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's get into this. IW is a very hard game to hit high rounds. Like Spaceland is going to take him 10 hours around that time. You know, Rave might be easy. Attack of the Radioactive thing, I have no idea. Shaolin Shuffle, I have no idea. And Beast from Beyond might be easy as well. So this is going to be very big motivation for me because I want to do these maps, but I don't know which one is fastest. I don't know which one is more enjoyable. But your boy Badger, you are a legend. Let us get into this. Spaceland as our first zombies map. Let's see it, man. Let's see it.
Straight into our first map. This is going to be zombies in space.
I'm curious what cards he's running.
And the actual strat itself is actually very, very simple.
Okay.
Really, all it is you need an upgraded M1 Grand.
Okay.
Which I'm using Director's Cut.
You need the wind upgrade. I've tried doing this one before.
But once I get to Shaolin Shuffle, I'm going to show why I decided to do Director's Cut.
Oh,
I've had so many bullshit downs that have ended my game. I basically gave up trying to do this with just 5 perks. That's just a heads up. Even with Director's Cut, some of these maps are still...
Again, if you don't know what Director's Cut is, he spawns with 25,000 points, all the perks, and whenever you down, you only lose Quick Revive. And it's because of the fact that there's a lot of peripheral damage that you take in IW.
Mainly Shaolin. Right? This setup is super simple.
Shaolin
you
is hard.
Need to really keep any doors closed. You just need
to open it all up.
Wind element from
and the
UFOs.
And the alligator mouth.
M1 Grand,
pretty much.
And then really whatever fast mobility gun you want. You can use cryo grenades too. Like
those are good too.
The hardest setup in the world.
Yeah.
I kind of did my own thing with this game though. I didn't really overly go off of like a speedrun strat or like
a lot of the speedrun strats are the exact same though. Like he's running the speedrun strat.
I wasn't really overly like I was doing fast croc because I get very bored, which is why this project has been kind of a struggle.
Yeah, this is a hard round 100. Not because it's hard, but because it's tedious. I kind of just did my own
thing for the early rounds.
That's what makes it difficult.
Later rounds I did just fast croc because it's fast.
And so what he means by that is he just runs
and I get a
into the crocodile mouth over and over.
Stay in spawn for this next round.
Staying in spawn is probably the best.
And the round's over, I decided
round 70, he's out.
Throughout the map, I go grab Neil's head.
Yeah, I gotta get Neil in.
Neil, you do some challenges for him. You can get tickets.
Yeah.
And then once you upgrade him, you can actually get David Hasselhoff to spawn into the map and kill zombies with you.
Yeah.
Really cool Easter egg.
He can also revive you if you're out of quick revives, which is a huge deal.
I'm going to go through the Kepler
that can be very important.
Turn on one of the power switches, which is just up the stairs.
I love how he's making this. We're seeing it from the start to finish here. This is really cool.
Once I do that, I'm going to go ahead and
a lot of power in IW.
Teleporter.
Yeah, got to get the portals up. Got to go through each of them.
Spawn, but this is how you turn
all that opened up for Pap.
4 of these, and the other one is in the Polar Peaks.
Yeah.
And the other one, I don't actually remember the name of the area.
You've got Polar Peaks, Journey into Space, and Kepler.
Yeah. I'm not overly sure why. I think I actually did keep...
I'm curious if he's going to make any green coins or any coins for buildables, you know?
I could be wrong on that, but I don't overly remember. But I'm just going to head up these stairs here, and I'm going to turn on the power switch.
On all the power.
And then I'm going to run back down.
Want to have everything opened up for Spaceland. It doesn't matter.
Back to spawn.
Yeah.
Basically just a rinse and repeat of this in 4 different areas. So
I also love the IW Dark Matter camo. I mean, look at that. It looks so good.
But here I'm actually going the back way again.
Oh, interesting.
I really like back ways in this game.
That's a weird thing to say.
I'm going the back way into the... it's not the Afterlife arcade, just the arcade. But here I'm going to activate another generator.
Yeah, so all the power's on, and then he's going to be able to get Pap. Spaceland's nice for power and Pap. Very simple. Really not difficult.
Oh, yeah. So there's the Brute.
Yeah, there's
he's
the Brute.
Basically the boss.
Get that boy out of there.
He's not overly the toughest thing to kill if you have a pack-a-punch.
If you have the M1 Garand with the wind upgrade, he
can be pretty annoying,
he's a joke.
Especially in the early rounds.
Yeah, in the early rounds he can be scary.
But here, I actually remember why now that I'm going these back ways. It's actually because I kept the door right there. I don't know if the door basically from this area into spawn. I kept that door closed so I could actually camp this area.
Oh, interesting.
I don't know if it overly made the spawns any faster or if I'm just kind of losing in my mind.
I don't know with IW. I don't know enough about the game's
mechanics. I take off his head. turn on the generator,
Yeah.
lay a couple shots.
I could imagine no, because look how far the windows are. There's so much space in this map.
He's decently easy to kill.
Yeah.
But that also is.
As soon as you get his helmet off, he's not too bad.
I have double tap, so it's kind of easy.
I'm curious how long this is going to take him though.
By doing a
like, what is the length of time?
But then I kind of just chill. I'm waiting to end the round here. But once I do end the round, I'm going to go ahead and activate the portal. Once this portal opens, teleport the spawn. You kind of get the idea. But then I'm going to
probably going to upgrade his Kendalls,
into the Pack-a-Punch
his starting
room.
pistol.
I'm going to hit the UFOs. And I'm going to pap my M1 Garand.
Okay, just the M1. Ah, yeah, okay.
But I actually end up double papping my Kendalls here because if you double pap them, you actually get them dual wield, and they're very, very good in the low rounds. But here my time is up, so I get teleported out of the Pack-a-Punch room.
And Director's Cut allows you to get that double pap too.
Challenges to try to get as many
tickets
all the
tickets for the cryo freeze
grenades.
Yep.
And as you can see here, the M1 Garand, if you're just hip firing from range, it doesn't actually do a lot. Basically, if I had to kill a zombie from a range with an M1 Garand, I would either
the double pap is just that insane. Then wow,
or I would have to aim down sights.
This pap version is not that great.
The MX Garand from a M1 Garand, it actually doesn't do overly a ton of damage. Once you get the arcane core, which is what I'm saving up my tickets for,
once it gets
and you get the wind attachment, it's
literally the best
phenomenal.
Weapon. Yeah, it's literally the best weapon in the whole game.
I get my final challenge complete, which is kill 5 zombies while jumping, which gives me my last 85 tickets.
Awesome. Yeah,
and
get
then
all that.
What that does is allow me to buy an arcane core, which is 300.
I'm curious when he's gonna call David Hasselhoff.
Get the element attachments from the UFOs. And what these elements do is they add damage to your gun while also adding an effect. There, I opened the door. I don't know why. I don't know why I just didn't open up the door for the rest of the game. But
I mean, it doesn't really matter. There's no spawn manipulation on this map.
So when you're running through the Croc's mouth, it actually just stuns them there, and the Croc smashes down on them, and that guarantees you the whole horde. Now, speaking of the arcane core, I'm actually up in Polar Peaks because to get the wind UFO,
yeah, you have to use the trap up here. Yeah,
you need to get a certain amount of trap kills. I'm still not sure how many trap kills.
It's like 10 to 20. It's not that much.
Certain amount of trap kills, like the UFO will actually change paths, and then once that UFO is done, it's like path change. You can actually go ahead and start killing zombies with the gun that you put the arcane core on.
And then you'll get it.
Now here, I'm just finishing
the upgrades on this map were phenomenal. Lee Ross went
it has to be within a certain
so
range.
Smart.
He
has a weapon upgrade drop.
It drops.
Wow, that's so rare.
And then once it's upgraded,
dude, right over there, that's a weapon upgrade spot. He can literally upgrade his M1. Wow.
I also got a weapon upgrade, which just gave me a double papped M1 for free.
Wow, that's crazy.
Going into our low round strat, this is what I thought was gonna work a little bit better than what I was doing. But basically, I came up here to where the arcade entrance is.
Yeah,
I left that door closed. And I
don't think this area is the fastest spawns. The actual fastest spawns are to the left of him here. So I do think, it is a little bit slower for him.
Up here with the M1.
Yeah.
And then basically just killed.
But it's a good spot nonetheless.
It works, but it's not overly that fast.
No, this map does not have fast spawns in general.
Kind of boring just sitting here shooting.
Yeah.
So instead, what I did is I kind of did a mixture of the strats. I would go up there and camp until the rocket trap was ready.
Awesome.
When the rocket trap was ready,
this is a really good trap for early rounds and mid rounds.
It's weird with how the zombies work because if they have a spawn point right in front of me to my left, you can see it right there. But what they do is they don't go for me; they go for the trap. So basically, I can just sit here AFK.
Yeah, it's a monkey bomb trap pretty much.
On top of a zombie spawn. And in this game, if you're standing on top of a zombie spawn, it actually just cancels that spawn out.
Oh,
and
interesting.
They have to spawn somewhere else.
Oh.
This is why this trap is so good for the early rounds.
Yeah, for the early rounds.
It's also
it does not do good in the high rounds.
Pretty condensed on where they all spawn.
Yeah.
So this strat is actually
very
pretty fast
smart,
for the
Badger.
And here I actually get a clown round, and the clown rounds honestly take forever.
They spawn so
stupid with how
many.
long they take.
Oh yeah.
But the clown rounds are super easy. I don't know why I'm using. I don't even remember what gun I have here. I think it's the HVR. But
yeah, a lot of the wall weapons on IW are not
good. The M1 is super easy to use.
Yeah,
it literally
this
just
M1
taps them.
It just melts.
But they're gonna spawn either next to the entrance to the basement, up by the
arcade. Isn't it wild? The best starting, the best bullet weapon is a starting room weapon. It's literally the M14 of this game with an upgrade on it. That's mind blowing.
Or they're gonna spawn to the left base. It's kind of by the Meal Munchies machine.
Right.
And those are really the only 3 spawn points. So these rounds, I mean, they
go slow, but it's only
really
3 spawn points. Yeah.
But I just ran this rocket, like I ran the rocket trap till about, I think I stopped doing it around 45.
50,
I could be wrong.
That's about
but
what I
was
kind
of just running around
because after it stops
using
killing
cryo grenades, the trap,
it stops taking them out,
and just shooting zombies. I was just kind of doing a mixture of that.
Yeah.
But if I did get an insta kill,
and it's wild because the wonder weapon of this map is absolutely garbage. It does not help you at all, and so like it's insane that the starting room weapon is better than the wonder weapons in this map. Like mind blowing.
The same
mind
spot where I would stand for the rocket trap.
I don't understand.
And I would basically just look at the 2 spawns, and I would shoot. Nothing overly special, but I actually lied. It turns out I went to the fast croc way earlier than I thought.
Oh,
but
interesting.
At round 40. I think I actually ended up switching it. But basically, as you can
sometimes
see,
it's too slow on the croc.
And then I go
you have to do it once there's nothing left that you can kill, right?
And I hit the trap, and then I stand there.
Yeah, like once you have no damage,
getting me through the round. So round 42 is when I made my way over to fast croc.
Yeah.
I looked through the gameplay later. I don't actually stay here. But if you do want to run it in the early rounds, is basically what it looks like. Start a round, round up all the zombies.
Yeah, I don't think it's a good strat for low rounds.
You hesitate throughout the croc, chomps down.
Yeah, got to do it one horde at a time, baby.
Basically, run straight.
And that's the round 100.
After
do this for 60 rounds for 10 hours.
If you get pinned like this, just
got to run up
these stairs.
Yeah, and then
drop down, and then you're gonna have to wait for the zombies to group up again if you want to actually get them all with the croc.
Really good playing though, Badger. This is really good.
And I didn't get all of them. But please pay attention because
if you can get down by this
low or you're listening to music, you can't hear when the croc chomps and you will go down and you will die easily.
Yep. Dang, rip.
Well, basically, this is probably the best gameplay I have of it. You can get pinned so fast with how the collision in this game works.
Oh, yeah.
Let's take another look
especially
at
with the clowns. Yeah.
I'm not paying attention overly. Not really overly caring.
Oh, my goodness. What a clutch. There,
that zombie comes from around the corner.
Yeah, look at that. The bounce
explodes.
back.
I start shooting, hit a zombie, and stun him with the wind. I mess up my slide. And then I do the better movement, which is B-hopping.
Wow.
B-hopping is the best movement in this game.
Great clutch.
But yeah, after that whole spiel, that's why I think I actually ended up doing fast croc for a little bit.
Yeah, you just need to do it after round 40, I would say.
I mean, I already explained it. It's super easy to do. You just kind of have to be careful with it. And yeah, I mean, that's probably the best example I have of it, especially...
Like, it's wild that this map has so many upgrades. You can even upgrade your arcane core with all 4 elements, but it's weaker than the wind one. And so I do not understand the balancing of this map. Like, there's just no balancing that happened.
That's really all there is to it. This is what I did all the way up until
round 100.
Here, I almost go down again.
Oh, just the grabbing.
I remember that. That kind of caught me off guard.
Dude, and the bounce back. Oh, my.
Shit.
Wow.
As before I cut myself off, this is the strat I ran all the way from basically, like, I think I ended up going back to doing the shooting trap and then
yeah, you don't need points in this though.
Think of the word there.
You know?
I did that and then I think I did that to about 56 it looked like. There I almost go down. I don't know how I'm alive.
It's just the grabbing.
But I switched out my Kendalls for the Oni.
Okay.
I switched out my HVR for the ERAD. You don't need really either of those.
Yeah, he's just doing it to do it.
He's just that bored. Especially for when clowns would get in my way and I had
clowns.
I had my more mobility focused weapon out.
That's a fair point. Yeah. Clowns are very easy to take out.
56 to
They're
99.
always like a one shot, like in BO3, like with the dogs.
But yeah, this was actually probably the second most enjoyable one I've done on.
Really?
Infinite Warfare.
See, that's what I'm telling you.
These as I go.
The round 100s are
in terms of enjoyment,
rough.
This was definitely up there.
Wow.
I'd say this is number 2.
There's the 100.
But here, I cryo freeze one of the zombies, and then I have to wait for the police guy to come through.
Very good.
But here, he chomps down.
Dude, 1 down? Badger, this is insane.
And that was Zombies in Spaceland. Now we can move on to
I think Rave will be his favorite. Yes.
Rave in the Redwoods.
Yes, that's what I thought. This one is a faster round 100 from what I remember. The loudest zombies map ever. No, it's really not that loud. It's just the bit rate gets so bad on this map.
This was by far the most enjoyable high round that I have done.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Warfare.
Yeah.
There's just always, I mean, you're always
there's
moving,
a lot of good
doing
weapons for higher rounds.
You don't have to do any like ridiculous like training or like anything really
Gets
insane.
M1, of course.
And what I mean by like ridiculous training, I mean like tedious. I mean, Spaceland was fun, but running around a crocodile for 6.5 hours gets boring pretty quick.
6.5 hours.
But with Rave,
dude,
I mean,
that's really impressive considering that I think a lot of the initial world records were like 7 to 10 hours. That's really good. I don't know what it is.
Man. There's just something about Rave. And here we are. I'm gonna
Rave
kill the last
is a more fun map. You have better
2.
weapons.
Now,
they actually
the cool
last
thing
in the
about
higher
Rave
rounds.
is you have these challenges that you can do. I think they're on every map. I know they're on Spaceland and Rave. I'm not sure about any map or every other map. But what you can do is actually activate these challenges. I think in Spaceland you could actually just buy them with tickets. But in this map you can activate a challenge. Mine is melee kill 15 zombies. Once I melee kill these 15 zombies, which is in the entirety of round 3.
I miss these unique melees. Like the lipstick, that was so cool, man. I wish Primus got that for the original game, for sure.
Round 4. I am able to purchase the rewind grenade, and now what this does is when used, it'll teleport you back to a certain point. I'm not exactly sure how it works.
It's like 10-20 seconds. You
actually get your ammo refilled, and what this does
is
allows you to have basically a max ammo at will when you need it.
Yeah.
Now the catch, you can only use it every other round.
Still, that's so OP.
8, I have to wait around, and then it'll be ready on round 10 for me to pick up.
so OP, though.
But that's just an overview of how that works.
Yeah,
it's basically having a max ammo in your pocket. Now, I'm just finishing off the rest of my challenge here. I'm going to kill 2 zombies. And the cool thing about Rave is it has Rave mode. What you need for Rave mode is a pouch that the zombies drop when you kill them.
Drugs.
And when you're in this mode, past round 10, you get this like slasher dude that's like impossible to kill. I'm pretty sure you actually can't kill him. But here, since I'm under round 10, I activate it, and I activate scope dollars. So not only is Rave mode, the zombies are weaker, you also get double points when in Rave mode.
Wow, and then he has scope dollars. Like, he's getting 600 points.
I have scope dollars active, which gives me an extra 300 points per headshot.
Wow.
Plus the double points. So I'm getting 500 points per zombie kill.
Crazy.
It is stupidly broken.
Wow.
And around 4, I'm going to open up this door.
Yeah, that makes it easy with the scope dollars card.
But once in here, I was really hoping for a monkey round, but I didn't get a monkey round. So now I just basically got to chill here and finish out this round before I can go down and turn on power.
I like his reticle, too. I've never seen that.
I'm turning on power, and then once I turn on power, I can actually access the main cabin again because the door will open.
Yeah, is he going for crossbows?
And I'm actually going to head upstairs, and I'm going to grab the boat part, which allows me to travel to the Pack-a-Punch Island. It's right in here. Yep. But then, since I'm lazy, I don't want to walk around the entire map.
Yeah, zipline, baby.
Now, the ziplines are actually probably one of my favorite features about Rave. They can get you anywhere on the map.
Ziplines are the best feature in COD Zombies. I'm really wanting to add some of Die Rise, for real. It's an incredible feature.
I actually had to head back to the cabin because I forgot that Pack-a-Punch piece originally when I ran past it. But here, I ended that round, and round 7 is actually the monkey round, which...
big feet. I used to call these guys apes, but apparently they're just Bigfoot. So
I'm going to spend down here.
What were they thinking?
I'm going to go ahead and buy the Type 2 Butcher, open down into the Rave area. There's only one door that I keep closed, and it's right there.
Oh, interesting.
Mainly, it's next to the Eagle statue, because that will slow down the strategy a ton. But the Butcher is so ridiculously good. I grabbed the guitar for the Pack-a-Punch boat. And then I head up this way. This is just another... I look for the statue that's down here. It's there. I grab it. This is probably the most annoying statue to grab. Because this wall takes goddamn forever to climb.
It's so bad.
Killing a couple zombies. I'll drop down, look for the part. And then I make my way through the camping area. And then I make my way down to the lake. Once I'm down by the boats, I check for the other statue location. I open up into the Pack-a-Punch boat. I look for the other statue location that's sitting on the table. It's there, so I grab it, and then I head back to the boat. Now, once I arrive...
So, yeah, he doesn't need to grab all the statues, but he's doing it for the crossbow.
At the island, I'm going to spend this round. I'm going to end the round here. Actually, I don't think I end the round because one of the zombies doesn't spawn here. But the reason why you want to make your way to the Pack-a-Punch Island, even though you don't Pack-a-Punch in this map, is because you need the glizzies.
The glizzies!
You heard me right. There are fucking glizzies on a zombies map. This is why Rave is the best map. You have a fucking LSD trip? and you got some glizzies. But here I go over, I pick up the glizzies, and I take the zip line over. I grab the pack-a-punch reel for no reason, and then I'm going to check to see if the zombie's there. He's not there, so I just zip line back to the island. All right, and now we enter rave mode. Rave mode is basically one giant LSD trip. And what do you do in this LSD?
And it just ruins your bit rate. I mean, it looks so good on your screen, but then on YouTube, I mean, just look at this.
LSD trip
It just looks rough.
You throw hot dogs at fucking deer heads. You heard me right. There's also some side Easter eggs, which actually is used in the high round strat, where you have to play Smashy Frog. So here I'm throwing the glizzy at the deer head, and it drops a symbol. Pick it up. These doors, it's actually really cool. These doors are only available in rave mode, and they're really helpful
and
for
they're really
around
cheap
the map.
too.
But here I drop down, I head into the main cabin.
Yeah, this map was well designed. I'll give it that.
There is another deer head.
There's another symbol for the crossbow.
And then the final deer head is located inside of your spawn. Throw the glizzy at that.
Yes, sir.
Pick up the symbol, and then you're gonna break the lock on the crossbows.
I wonder if he's gonna run anything outside.
I trade out my M1 Garand once I'm out of rave mode.
Oh, so he's not using M1 in this one. Okay.
No, not this Vlad, the better Vlad. Once you have the Vlad, you need to make your way down to the rave area. This is where we are going to need to damage the zombies just a little bit until they explode. And then once you have your statue filled, you need to find wherever that animal statue, its actual statue in the map corresponds.
Yeah, you put the miniature at the big one. Just what were they thinking?
For the wind bow, I actually have to find the deer, which is right here. And then basically all you do is you spam your bow at the ground to kill zombies, and it fills the animal up. But now, since I filled it up, I can pick it up and I get the wind bow. And basically what you have to do with this is you have to do this for every single statue. I don't, because I don't use the Ben Franklin, because that bow is goddamn awful.
Yeah, a lot of the other bows are terrible, so he just is going to run the
And here I am down at the rave again. I'm putting the rest of the animal statues in, because I actually only did the one.
Get that all upgraded.
This is actually kind of an annoying part, because you just have to damage the zombies so little.
Yeah, you don't have to take them out. You just have
especially with double tap, you're going to kill them pretty quick.
Yeah, true.
So it's kind of hard to get all of the zombies weak enough to where they explode. But I eventually do get it, and I pick up my final statue here.
Hey, let's go.
And now it's just a matter of finishing off the round and then going and actually filling up these statues, which isn't too bad. But the first statue here is for the acid rain. It's the owl statue. It's right here. Again, just spam the bow.
I think he's upgrading them all potentially because he might run out of ammo later on in the rounds, but I'm curious. We'll have to see.
But here we go. I actually upgraded it, and what's
he's able to hold multiple.
Is you can hold multiple of them.
Wow.
If you have meal munchies, you can have all 3 of your weapon slots be bows.
Whoa.
And that's what the strategy is. You use the trap bow, the acid rain, and the wind bow. And honestly, I'm very surprised they didn't name at least one of the bows Dumbo. But here we go. The final one is down at the campfire. They place the item there. It's actually an eagle for the trap bow. And once again, I just have to shoot the ground, kill enough zombies, and then pick it up.
That is really impressive. I'm genuinely just so shocked that you can have 3 wonder weapons on this map. Like, not many people play this map, so not many people know that.
It's dual wield. It's
and
fucking
the dual wield bow.
Let's get right into the strategy.
Go.
So the first thing I do before I actually go into the strategy is I grab a rewind grenade and trade out the glizzies. They unfortunately gotta go. But then I run up the stairs and out to the balcony, and I actually can take a zip line down to the
and then you're just here. Wow, this is an easy round 100. I have to do this.
I told you the zip lines are the best thing in this map.
Yeah, they're incredible.
Once you're down here,
travel in this map was well done.
Honestly, for these low rounds, there's not really much of a strategy because
it's just
it's a low round.
Yeah,
I'd say until about round like 30, you're basically just doing the same thing I'm doing here.
Yeah, just shoot one.
Literally going in a straight line. You shoot towards the top. You shoot towards the trailer, and then you run back to the quickies.
Interesting.
You just rinse and repeat.
And then how does it work with the other bows?
If you have a lot of zombies on one side, you're going to shoot to wherever the major side of the horde is. Yeah. And then if there's not really any zombies,
it's kind of like a crossbow thunder gun. It's a little bit weird. Yeah.
Now, the only tricky thing with this strategy is just conserving your wind bow and your acid rain ammo enough to where you can actually use them effectively.
There's max ammo rounds
low
too,
rounds,
so that's
even
huge.
Up in past 30, you can be pretty... careless with how you shoot them.
Just shoot everything
because you're going to be killing a good amount of zombies if you're doing the strategy right.
Yep.
Plus, the bows drop the backpacks, so you can pick up ammo clips. They'll give you drops too.
That's
also another part that just happened.
Yeah,
I got stuck on a spawn. There's a couple different spots
which
down
is only
here that you
one
can actually
bullet,
die
though.
to pretty easily. And like I said, you're going to shoot to where more zombies are. So right there, I shot towards the bigger part of the horde.
Wow.
And that's the thing I've kind of noticed with IW maps. There's not a lot of variation in high rounds.
No,
like, there's not really like different strats you can overly do and still get this.
Like Space Island is a trap strat with the croc. This is just spam the bows. I feel like there's no camping strat, which I think is a good thing because a lot of Black Ops Zombies games have a lot of camping strats now for high rounds, especially
like with
for the world
Rave.
records.
You can do fish trap, or you could do bows, or you could do bow and fish trap. I mean, that's like 3 strategies versus like BO3. You could do about 18 different strategies on a single map. It's just an interesting observation.
Yeah, there is a lot more variability. But I will say, though, that for the best strat, I think IW is better because you're actually running around and playing the game rather than just camping in a high spawn spot.
But back to the actual game.
So that's really good, though.
If you do use your rewind grenade, this is the route you're going to run. You're going to go up through the tunnel into cave.
Okay.
You're going to go down to the cave by the HVR wall by. You're going to go down through power. You're going to go up these stairs to the left, and you're going to go out the door.
It's
to
infinite
rewind.
It's so busted.
What I like to do is before I grab the rewind grenade, I shoot a trap bow at the door. That way it kills any zombies. That zombie was stuck in a wall. I have no idea what's going on there. But then I run back up the stairs onto the balcony and I zip line down to the rave area, and that's how you get a rewind grenade. Now here I'm just showing off again. I'm still doing the same strategy even on round 39 going on to 40.
This is going to be all the way to 100,
I'm pretty sure. Up top that I can shoot, so I shoot towards the back end of the rave area, and then I shoot up top because more zombies are spawned in. Then I shoot towards the trailer, and it's just a rinse and repeat. If you are being too careless with your wooden bow ammo, you're going to have to start using your acid rain. Basically, you're going to save your trap bow for the later rounds, and that's why you want your...
Dude, this is literally the equivalent of like Dreisendrach. You have 3 bows, and you're just spamming all 3 bows, and then you get a pocket max ammo with a rewind grenade. That is busted. That's like getting a max ammo gobblegum every 2 rounds. That's insane.
But here, I just shot my last wind bow ammo, so now it's time to use the acid rain. I do it right here for the first time.
Yeah, look at the AoE on that.
But realistically, you want to go right to where I just shot it. You're going to shoot it here.
And just
you're going to stand there for a couple seconds once it dissipates. You're going to run to this side of the tree, and you're going to shoot it there. This actually kills the zombies coming on top of the plank up top.
Oh, on the top area, I see. Wow.
And basically, this is a rinse and repeat once again on the low rounds.
It feels like this is the best bow.
You're going to have to be a little bit more conservative.
Right.
Now here, I'm on round 98. I went flawless this game, but I also didn't overly record that much of it. There's just...
I mean, there's not really much of a difference in strat. Like, Space Island has a low round strat and a high round strat. Rave is just set up and just get into this as fast as possible.
Wasn't overly much to record because it was basically the same thing for 4 hours.
Really cool. 4 hours is not long either.
But
4 to 5 is still not that bad.
And sometimes this doesn't actually fully kill. Like, that zombie literally just tanks it. So you do have to be wary of that. But then there, I go back and I shoot it towards the trailer. And now here, I use my acid rain. And this ends up getting me through most of the round.
OP, bro.
I did record some other footage of me past 100 because I didn't know how much I overly recorded. So I did record how to actually go for head game runs, which is what I'm doing right now. Basically follow this path.
Also, look at his points as well. And yeah, no cryo nades here, but you can see that he has this candy, which actually does a lot of damage for higher rounds. So that's pretty crazy, man.
Make sure you have at least 4 shots in your trap bow to do this. But here, basically,
it's a really simplistic strategy.
One trap bow at the
I was shocked. I thought it would be way more difficult.
I'm gonna do one trap bow at the spawn next to the stairs, so entrance and then stairs, and then you go. You need to hit heads on this. So aim just a little bit in front of the guy's head, and you'll hit it every time. So I hit it there. You see my bow ammo goes to fully maxed out.
Wow, and that's another max. So he ran out in the higher rounds because there's so many zombies. So he did that. That's crazy.
And I did this on a gorilla round because the gorilla round was round 99.
Yeah, and then
can't
that
really
will
do much about that.
A max ammo.
But yeah, that's basically all there is to this strat. I can't really overly think of a ton more that I need to explain.
And there it is, round 100,
here we go.
Baby.
Here's the proof. I hit round 100. So we're gonna hop.
It doesn't even format correctly. That's so funny.
To the most frustrating map I have ever played in my life, and that is Shaolin Shuffle.
Yo, no. Yeah, this map getting set up I don't even want to know what this is going to be. This is probably going to be a nightmare.
Shuffle. Fuck this map.
Yep.
So many countless downs and just stupid games, game over because of either bugs or just the ninja zombies. The ninja zombies alone
trash.
Turn me off of doing this challenge.
Yeah, exactly.
I would have had this project done months ago.
Wow.
If it wasn't for Shaolin.
Yeah, no, the ninja zombies, if you guys don't know, they do 2 hits of damage and they're extremely agile and they can like pop in and out of reality, literally like pop in with a smoke, just like a regular ninja, I guess.
Shaolin has single-handedly taken me a month to do.
Yeah, I can imagine this would be the hardest one.
Attempts on just with like normal, and I've had 2 in director's cut. And I said, fuck it, I need a break. I took my break.
Dude, I can imagine. Just like Origins,
but if you want to see some of my bugs and downs that I have had, here is 2 of them that pissed me off the most.
Yeah, I want to see this. So, okay, it is with the Wolf Katana. He's 6 hours in. The
Holy
bounce.
Fuck. What is it? I wasn't even red script.
What? Dude, it's the bounce, and then all of them just explode at once because you get these roller skater zombies that are pretty much clowns from Spaceland. Wow. Yeah, and I can imagine the Wolf Katana is going to be big here, and he's going to be using this. I think it's called the video.
What the fuck?
What?
So as you can see, I have not had a good experience with this map.
Also, I've never seen
Pikachu
that.
Dancing. That's just something I have on my streams. It also was in my attack game because I was streaming that. Just something stupid I do. I don't know. But dude, to do the Hiron setup on this map, I would
literally just cry if I was 5 hours into the game and that happened to me, bro.
Hiron,
what do you even do?
You need to do the Easter egg. You heard me right. You need to do the Easter egg because you need to do the entirety of the Easter egg up until the boss fight. You do not have to do the boss fight
to get the Wolf Katana. Yeah, because that thing is just busted on this map, and the nunchucks as well.
In order for the strategy to work, you need the Rat King's heart.
Oh,
and what the Rat
the
King's heart
too.
does is allows you to kill
instantly
zombies
take out
at any round by using it. Basically,
it's like a Skull of Monsopway, but not as good.
It's in regenerating too.
Yeah,
I think it's like every 30 seconds it regenerates. But
that's
it's
good.
very, very good. Very
wow,
OP.
I didn't know it was
the reason
that
why we
OP.
use this is because the sword, if you use the area effect of the sword on the balcony, which is where you camp till 70, anywhere after 70, it'll crash your game. I'll show a screenshot on screen, but this is what happens when you use it past 70.
Dude, I have no idea. Yeah, there's a lot of effects with it, so I'm not surprised.
And it's only past 70 on the balcony. You can still use the sword as long as you're not on the balcony or at a ledge where the area effect happens. Thank you to Scrying for letting me know that.
Dang.
And also,
that is so wild that it is that specific. Like these maps, it is so crazy how players discover more about the maps than the developers themselves. I think about that a lot.
I am not going to be going over how to do the Easter egg because that could be another 30-minute video within itself.
Yeah, no, it is.
So I'm just going to cut to when I actually ended up getting the Rat King's heart.
So many
this
arbitrary
isn't the Rat King's heart,
steps.
but what you can see me doing is throwing C4 at the ground here. What this C4 does is, like I said in, I think it was Spaceland, by standing on that spawn, it cancels it out. It does the same thing, but with C4. And if you down yourself while there's C4 on the ground, if you double tap F or you click your grenade button, the C4s won't blow up and they will stay there permanently. So that way I can actually just switch out the C4 for the Rat King heart and I can still cancel spawns.
Whoa, that's genius. So it's like infinite C4 and he's placing them all in the spawns while getting the rat. Dude, that is crazy. Who finds this stuff, man?
And why I'm canceling these spawns is because I'm taking the spawns that are furthest away, and this is just going to speed up the rounds a little bit.
Dude,
it's
that's
not really
insane.
overly necessary, but it's just something I did because I ended up getting C4.
That's a really cool strategy,
you can see, I'm going to down myself. I come back, grab all my perks.
Yep.
Grab Quick Revive again. And that's all I need. And now I'm basically set up. I just have to kill the Rat King one more time and I get...
Wow, so it's like kind of like how people used to down on Kino to like remove assets to hit higher rounds, but this is to like set up an infinite C4 kind of glitch that just blows up the spawns. That's crazy. But yeah, C4, even in Cold War, it's the best, like one of the best things you can run for sure. You know.
So here I spawn in the Rat King, and this is why you have the Type 2 Butcher. This is only Pack-a-Punched once on round 20, and it's absolutely melting him on his final phase.
That fire rate is insane.
And there you go. I have the Rat King's heart.
Wow.
And so basically, it's... I don't really know how to overly explain it. It basically just kills anything in sight.
Yeah.
And what I'm using here is the UDM Stalker variant. This variant basically just gives you aimbot. So you can just be aiming, and as long as you're cross...
Yeah, this, like, there's a lot of variants in IW that help out a lot. Like, for example, there's a Mauler Sentinel variant that helps out with the Mephistopheles boss fight at the end of this game. And so it's crazy how these variants are so game-changing. And you can pay to get them, or you can play to earn them, which is why IW had so many unique systems, man. It's just such a shame that these systems weren't ever really brought out of this game into a Treyarch game.
Crosshairs are red, it'll headshot the zombies.
Wow.
Unless you're aiming down, in which it'll actually just body shot them.
You just gotta aim for the head at the elevation.
I don't have to aim in. I don't have to do anything. It's just locking onto their heads. And this is what I use for the first... This is what I use for the first 40 rounds or so. Wow. And here I get a double upgrade. So there you go.
Upgrade, baby.
And this is why I'm able to use it till about 40. But this is where you can sit. This is one area.
That's a good spot.
I
yeah,
a lot of spawns here. From like 30 to 40. I think this is the rounds that I did it. And the other couple rounds, I actually just spent down in the double tap area because it's a little bit faster. And again, there's not really much to it. I just stand in a corner and I shoot my UDM. My UDM runs low. I pull up the Type 2 and I use that. I don't actually buy the sword until about 40. I think that's actually when I ended up buying it.
Interesting. Yeah. So, I mean, you could have bought the sword earlier, but yeah, the bullet weapons on this map are pretty good up until the 40s. That's really pretty impressive,
need
man.
It until then.
Yeah.
So I lied. I was skimming through the gameplay.
You got the sword earlier?
Just had my games messed up. Here I buy it.
He's like, bro, I didn't get it for like till round 50. He buys it round 27.
And I ended up actually trading this out because it's my meal kick weapon. And you don't want it as your meal kick weapon.
Oh, yeah, no way. Because you'll lose it.
I'm going to end up getting.
And you might not be able to buy it back.
Because the Titan, when it's double upgraded, you actually get a boosted walking speed. And why this is so good is because the ninja zombies, however fast you move, they're going to teleport.
They teleport
so
right behind you.
They're not going to teleport that often.
Oh, yeah. So they teleport when you sprint. So you have to have a fast walking speed. That's genius.
If at all.
Wow, the strategies are insane.
They're going to teleport a shit ton. And what this does is this will down you very easily. But here I'm done upgrading it. So I'm going to head back to the map. And what's cool about the double upgrade is you create a fucking wolf.
Yeah, it's so
as you
OP.
See, I just shot it. I go back in. I look towards
the animations for this were insane too. They went hard with this one, man.
Anything in sight. And the cool thing about this sword is
I literally think this sword is literally better than the Path of Sorrows we got for BO4. Like the Takio's katana that was hyped up for so long in Revelations. This random katana is better in Shell and Shuffle and looks cooler and has better effects, which is insane.
It actually uses ammo clips for its because it has ammo.
Yeah, the wolf is an ammo. Yep.
How?
Sorry, we don't know.
I kind of had a stroke there, but basically what it does, it uses ammo, so you can actually pick up the ammo clips on the ground, which is very helpful because you're just going to be able to kill more zombies than what you would normally be able to by just swinging it.
Yeah, and I think every single IW Zombies map has max ammo rounds, which, again, that helps out dramatically.
So I actually did have my games messed up. I actually camped here until about 40, and once round, see, I used the Rat King's heart there. It literally explodes them from the inside
come out.
A bunch of rats.
That's
kind of disgusting now that I think about it. I end up camping here till about 40, and that's when I make my way to the roof. But before we go to the roof, I'm going to show the clown rounds.
Oh, and there he's got the Mauler Sentinel variant.
Not the sewer, the train station, subway station, Jesus Christ. But I would stay here and I would just kind of sit on the second level, not
this
going
is a good
all the
idea.
way down.
Yeah, don't get close.
Camp at the stairs.
Yeah, don't get close at all.
Back to the stairs going up, and I would just shoot at these two areas You're gonna kill.
This is one of the best bullet weapons as well in this game. The Mauler Sentinel is literally insane.
Zombies pretty quick.
It is insane.
But going under the roof, this strategy.
Oh, it's on this part of the roof.
Literally, all you do is if you have ammo in your sword, you're gonna shoot towards
that boy
wherever
down.
the
Look at these
spawn
ninjas.
is. So normally that's gonna be down to the left.
Yeah, this is a good spot because they're climbing up, so you have a lot of time to take them out. That's dude. The strategy for this was well thought out.
The Ripper.
Wow.
And if you get zombies spawning on either side of you, actually on the roof, you're going to use your Rat King Heart. This will kill them. And basically, you're just going to slash at them as they come up this
This doesn't even look that bad. I would definitely try Raven Shaolin.
If there's a group of
just
zombies
the setup
there,
would be hard.
What this does is the sword actually kills them all. It's going to do more damage depending on how many zombies are climbing up.
Oh,
so
interesting.
Here it's just 2 zombies, so it just kills 2.
Not too
but
much.
if there's only 1 zombie, it's going to take a couple hits to actually kill them.
Yeah,
basically,
and then grabbing
all this
the
strategy is just timing of when you want to kill the zombies. Here on 65 and 66, the area effect of the sword, if you time it right, will actually be infinite. And this is what's going to area your game, is because it's trying to do so much to the zombies, but there's no zombies to do it. And this is actually why your game will crash.
Oh, interesting. Great point. So that's why around this point you want to dip.
But once you do have this infinite effect, you can literally just sit here for 5 rounds and you don't have to do anything. You could literally leave your room and you would be fine, most likely.
Better than the Apothicon Servant?
But then
like,
once 70
what?
hits, you're going to have to get your fat ass down to the sewer. And this is where we're going to be training for the next 30 rounds.
There is a trap here too, though,
this,
right?
Like, area effect of the sword on.
Look how fast he's walking with this Titan as well. Wow. I'm so impressed with this strategy. It changes like every 30 rounds. That's really cool.
Once you kind of just let it run for a bit, if you don't have your sword out, it's not going to kill any zombies. But this is why we got the Rat King Heart. Basically, and this is also why we got the Titan. I kind of forgot to mention that. I think I mentioned it earlier, but like the Titan,
that is the reason you live.
Absurd.
Yeah, no, he looks like he's sprinting.
The entire strategy of this is you're gonna walk around with your Titan out, and then if your trap's ready, you're gonna hit
this is one of the best traps ever.
But once the trap
it just
runs
sucks
out,
them all up.
You're going to have to walk around with your Titan again, and then once your Rat King Heart is
this
ready,
is not hard at all.
Use the Rat King Heart.
Wow, I thought Shaolin would have been way more difficult. I definitely want to try this one in Rave. Spaceline is just obviously the easiest in terms of setup, but it's also incredibly tedious, right?
You walk around for a little bit.
Impressed.
You shoot your sword down one of the tunnels, so either one of the 2 tunnels in front of me that come into the sewer. Yeah. And then once you do that,
only 2 tunnels that enter.
You walk around for a bit. Your Rat King Heart will be ready.
And then hit the trap.
Use that, and then it's a rinse and repeat.
Wow, it's a great rhythm that you have.
For the love of God, if you attempt this, do not sprint in this layer. This will kill you.
It will kill you instantly. Yeah.
I mean, you could probably get away with it sometimes, but I would highly advise against.
Yeah, because literally what would happen is all the ninjas instantly teleport and just delete you. Also, great round that he's on right now.
The ninja zombies, you might not see them, but they fucking see you, and they will come after you.
Oh, yeah.
It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when.
Of
they
how.
will find you. Yeah. Basically, that's really the only thing that can kill you besides the god-awful collision in this game. See, I sprint there and a ninja.
Wow, you can see instantly they spawned right in front of them there. Oh my, that is so broken. Like, they did not expect people to get past around 50 on this map for sure.
Instantly teleported to in front of me.
Wow.
But what I was saying about the collision is something you got to be really wary of. If they drop down from any of the walkways ahead on top of you, they drop down even to the left of you and you're not even touching them, they will throw you back, they'll throw you forward, they'll throw you through the sky, through the ground, it doesn't matter. They'll find a way to chuck you across the map.
Wow.
But here I'm on round 99, I'm finally getting close to the end of it, and thank God I never have to touch this map again, because this map literally made me quit zombies for a month.
No way, dude. Honestly, I can relate to that. I am like, Shaolin is fun when you think about it, not fun when you play it. It's one of those.
Something I forgot to talk about. Sword trades. Now, this is also something that's going to get you killed. See,
look at him. He just bounced up.
It flung me up the stairs.
Oh,
here, I go to buy the UDM. It doesn't buy. I buy the UDM. And then I realize, oh shit, I don't have a meal kick weapon. And then I get trapped in here, somehow make it out because I'm David fucking Blaine.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
And then I have to run. I have to get a wall weapon, which is in here, but I'm going to use the...
And yeah, also, using the Kung Fu on this map is an absolute L. There's no point. Yeah, this trap is a great trap as well to use because I believe it has monkey bomb effects.
Trap first. And this trap basically saved my life. If this trap wasn't here, I'm dead in this game. Probably I would have had to do another game.
Yeah.
But there, what did I buy? The Reaver? I bought the Reaver.
Yeah, just to get rid of it and buy the sword again.
I switched to my Titan eventually.
Just go pap it.
So I can run just a little bit faster.
Yeah, it's really in the 90s that you struggle with the ammo, and so you're really going to have to utilize the map's traps here. But at least they do damage.
Head through the teleporter.
Yeah, big telly.
And then I'm going to head up the train station and out into where I was camping before. You're going to go into the Pack-a-Punch room. I'm going to Pack-a-Punch my sword once, because you only want to Pack-a-Punch it once because it gives you 20 shots in it.
Oh, and it's still infinite damage. Ah, that's very smart.
You technically get 40 shots. You get 20 non-upgraded, or upgraded once, you get 20.
That's very smart.
With the double upgraded, you get another 20. So this is just how to use more ammo. But I also traded out my UDM, so that way I only have 2 weapons and I don't mess up weapon swapping down in the sewer. I almost go down.
Dude, just look at how they're just pelting into him with the karate, man. But yeah, I mean, this is an incredible map in terms of the strategies and how diverse it is. I've never really seen a zombies map like this. I didn't expect it to be this complicated for a lot of the different strategies.
Down there again.
And then all the way to the top at round 100.
Probably the most annoying part of doing this strategy. Here I used the fan trap.
I didn't know the sword was green.
I actually ended off most of the round. I just had to kill a couple more zombies that were in the tunnels. And there you go.
And there it is, round 100.
I'm freaking out.
He's like, whoa, I've never played this map.
Different map. Because this map gave me so much trouble.
I feel like radioactive thing is going to be worse. I've seen the world record strap for that. To me, it doesn't even make sense.
Please,
it doesn't even make sense.
For your mental sake, do not attempt this map. But now we actually have to go to attack the
never.
Thing. The second
6 hour
40 time.
Wow. Yep. No, this is not going to be a fun map.
Now, when I say that this map is boring,
oh yeah,
I mean it.
It's buildable. It's a buildable strat.
Like, if I wasn't using Director's Cut, it would have been about 7 hours of sitting in one spot, clicking 2 buttons.
Exactly. Yeah.
It is not a fun time.
No, it is bullying.
Straight up
bullying.
Not a fun time.
Yep.
But in reality, the setup for this map isn't horrible. All you're going to need is the 3 buildables on the map built. You're going to need to put Gasolink in the pool trap, and you're also going to need Pack-a-Punch open.
This map I know very little about, just because this is one of the least played maps that I've ever had, and so I'm curious, like, if he's even just going to grab just the one buildable and spam it like you said. I don't think there's much setup you have to do. You don't have to do the whole Easter egg like in Shaolin.
So you can get the UDM double upgraded.
Okay, so
and
UDM
then
again.
That's really all there is to it. And then you're going to need C4 to block out the spawns so no zombies spawn behind you. But other than that, that's all you need.
That is so cool that you can literally just stop spawns with C4. That is broken, man.
But here I open up towards the power station. I'm going to open this door. I'm going to grab the Violet Ray blueprint. It's kind of hard to say.
And that's the thing that you use for the round 100.
Into this room.
Yep, the whole way through.
On the table. I should have grabbed one of the parts while I was there because I could have done that faster, but you know, who really cares at the end of the day? I'm going to go over here to this shopping cart. I'm going to grab one of the other pieces to it. I'm going to put it on the blueprint. I'm going to go back. I'm going to grab the other 2 pieces and finish that up. So here I attach the last part to it. I'm going to grab...
I'm curious how this trap works, because I've actually never built one trap on this map ever, which is really sad. Because, I mean, for the Easter egg, you pretty much never need to, apart from the one that gets the hand out.
The seismic wave generator, which is actually what you use to start the Easter egg, to actually do one of the Easter egg steps to get the arm. But instead, what I'm going to use this is as a backup for if I don't because like
he's just like, bro, F this map, bro.
Actually, with the Violet Ray device, it only lasts,
I don't care.
A total of 45 seconds. I could be wrong, but if you put it down, pick it up, put it down, pick it up, put it down, pick it up, put it down, pick it up. Basically, if you just keep repeating that, it extends the timer.
Yeah.
Again, I haven't done too much research on this. This was like my second time honestly doing this.
I know like probably less than 10 to 20 people that actively play IW, and especially people that go for high rounds. I can't even imagine how painful that must be.
And it wasn't overly that difficult to do, but the sometimes it doesn't go as planned, and you will lose your Ray device very.
My man is just losing brain cells. He's like, bro, I don't want to do this.
Way quicker than what you think you would actually have it for.
I feel you, bro. I feel you.
So
IW takes away brain cells sometimes on these maps.
The seismic wave
Spaceland and Raid,
mind
though,
control
pretty
device.
fun.
That way you have those 2 traps along with the trap at Elvira's TV station, and you have the pool trap. But here,
this map has easily, I think, the most parts out of any zombies map, period. I think for sure. I mean, people complain about Dead of the Night. No, Jay's like, Dead of the Night, Dead of the Night. And he likes this map. That's insane, bro.
Open down
It's like 4 billion parts
power
here.
handle, which is down on the beach. And then I'm going to head back to power, and I'm going to turn that on. Once power is on, you can actually bridge connections to 4 different teleporter pads around the map.
That's a huge travel
is obviously,
for this map.
I mean, you can just teleport around the map.
It's so
actually probably the best feature of this map.
I would agree.
But here, I open through Elvira's TV station, and then I go ahead and grab the fuel can, put it into the gasoline tank.
Oh, and that'll activate the trap.
That allows me to use the pool trap in the future.
Okay.
But here, I'm actually just hitting the box because one other thing I forgot to mention in the setup is you need the MAD. The MAD is
the wonder weapon
actually
of the
allows
map.
you to kill.
The first wonder weapon that we're using, apart from the Wolf Katana. I don't count that as the first wonder weapon. I mean, it is a wonder weapon. So that's insane, though, that the first wonder weapon you use is literally right here.
The Krogs.
That's crazy.
So the MAD can be upgraded by smacking a crowbar against 3 different electrical panels around the map.
Yeah.
You don't overly need to upgrade it.
With this
it works fine just as it is, like non-upgraded.
Yeah.
Because it'll always one-shot the Krogs. But it doesn't overly matter if you upgrade it or don't upgrade it. That's just
mainly for the boss zombie of the map.
But while I was running around that side of the map, I hit the teleporter pad by double tap, which is right outside Elvira's TV station.
Right, so it's
and I also hit the teleporter pad, which is right next to the RV park. And then this is the final teleporter pad right there. Since it's the final one, I can finally teleport. And then this one's going to throw you by the power station. If you take that one on top of the power station,
and yeah, you literally camp in that tunnel that he's right ahead of, right at the spawn.
We'll throw you at double tap. Double tap will throw you at the RV. And the RV will throw you out at Juggernog. Here, I grab Elvira's spellbook because I forgot to grab that when I originally turned power on. But what you need this spellbook for is this is how you get to Pack-a-Punch. And Pack-a-Punch is very, very good for setting up in this strategy, especially for the early rounds.
Yeah,
but here you can see I'm going to teleport, and it's going to take me right outside Elvira's TV station. I'm going to give the vial to her. Actually, I give the spell book to her, which then takes a little bit. She's going to say a little bit of dialogue.
And then she comes out.
Once that dialogue's over, a vial will pop up in your inventory. And with this vial...
It's cool. This is one of the very own, first zombie maps where a specific NPC character opens up map. I think that is the future of zombies, utilizing more NPC characters and giving them dialogue and story. That is what a lot of people in custom maps are doing right now. This map just did it a tiny tad bit, but it needed way more depth for sure.
You just keep meleeing zombies with a knife you took out of a shark. Yep, that just came out of my mouth. But you're going to use this machete.
This map has some of the wildest Easter egg steps there is.
Melee some zombies. It's going to fill up the vial. And here I pick up the mind control blueprint. And before I was able to place it down, I summoned Elvira, so I had to go over to one of the Pack-a-Punch locations.
She's like, bro, what is this?
She doesn't activate it.
Look at her.
She's fucking stupid, and I have to move across the map. I move away for a couple meters, and then, she just starts doing her little go gadget magic.
Go gadget!
Teleport to the Pack-a-Punch room, and I think I double upgrade my UDM here. I end up double upgrading my UDM.
Hey, let's go.
And then I also upgrade my UMP 45, but I don't take it because I only need 2 weapons for this strategy.
Yeah, better to have 2 good weapons
than the blueprint down, and then I end up grabbing the 3 parts to actually build the mind control device. And once this is built,
so
I am literally already set up. I have my double packed UDM, I have the MAD upgraded, and I have all 3 of my buildables built. The next thing I
dude, that's a lot of setup, especially on radioactive
need is C4, and you will not guess how long this took me to get. It took me till round 40.
Bruh.
To get one C4
because they have to drop from the zombies.
Just let that sink in.
That is horrendous. Oh no.
Round 40.
No way.
To get
round 100 on this map is pain.
So what this
I can't even imagine just waiting to 40 to get it.
The low round strat.
Because
I did not get C4 until 40.
No.
And the low round strat, you can relatively do up to 45. Anything, and then realistically, the highest I think you can go is 50 with it. But that's only if you are pretty good at the game. I am not that good at the game. If you want to watch someone good at the game, go watch Rasmo or Skrine or Zay. They are.
Yeah, no, these guys are absolute legends. And Menobot. Every time I play this map, this man helps me out with the Easter egg. He does all the freaking chemistry steps. It is actually insane. And Lauman as well. Absolute IW legends for sure. The kings of IW.
The game.
The kings!
I'm just a dumbass running around on zombies.
You're the king!
But here is the strategy I had to use until round 40. I sat next to Slappy Taffy.
Oh yeah, you keep this door closed too.
Went ham with the UDM.
Right.
And I did this till
honestly,
round 40.
This isn't even that bad, man.
Just aggravating. How do I not get one C4 until round 40? I don't understand. The best part of all this.
And then this is the strat.
The C4.
This is literally the whole strat.
Dude, I hate this map. But basically, what you do for
like, look at this. This is the whole strat. You just pick up and place down the same buildable until it's gone. Like, who designed this?
The strategy is in the spawn room.
It's
there
insanity.
are 4 spawns that the zombies come from. So basically, you just
that's
throw
horrendous.
4 C4s
I'm sorry, that's awful.
At those spawns.
That's just not.
You die out, and once you die out, you can't set them off like I explained in Shaolin Shuffle.
Yeah.
So once you do that, you can just spam your interact button, and you don't have to worry about blowing up your C4. And this
what a strategy
is
right
1,000 times easier on controller, and it does not hurt your fingers as much.
Oh, true. Yeah, because you can just click the buttons easier.
My hands were fucking killing me doing this because it's just spamming 2 buttons basically as fast as you can.
For so you hours!
Like, keep the timer going.
Yeah, this is the worst one for sure.
And here, I think it's about to come up, is the most annoying part of the strategy is when you don't see Krogs and you have to try to kill them.
That is awful.
Their little
that
goo
is awful.
Just spills everywhere on the map. And also,
yeah,
for
and it
some
can do a
reason
ton
in this
of damage.
Game, when I would end the round, there would still be zombies left over, and I have no idea why or how that happens.
Huh.
I would end the round, and then there would be like one more
That doesn't
zombie.
make sense.
I think that's just a bug for this map, though.
This map, I guarantee you, like, I remember when a lot of zombie YouTubers flew out early to play this map, and everybody was like, what is this? It looked bad. It played bad. I still regard this as one of the worst zombie maps of all time,
and
hands down.
Like I said, the most annoying part
and
of the strategy is actually just gonna be the Krogs and
this
dealing
is like
with them.
This high round strat's
the
terrible.
Krogs,
the Easter egg is hard. Like
easy. Like here, I get kind of pinned, so I have to run back. I spam place the ray device by mistake, and then I basically am kind of screwed here. It's like a slow kind of take back.
Yeah, see, if one Krog comes in and screws things up, it ruins everything.
The area by just picking it up and placing.
Oh, I mean, he at least is coming back in
if I
here.
ever lost, like, and sometimes it wouldn't even work. Zombies would just walk through. So you basically just got to be really careful with it. And sometimes zombies would spawn from behind you.
Oh, bro. Yeah, because you moved too far back.
It actually just blew up. But the thing is, with the ray device, is like I said, I think I said this, but the ray device is round based. So if you pick it up on round, let's say you pick it up round 3, you would have to wait until round 4.5 to pick it back up.
Weird.
It's usually a round and a half to 2 rounds before you can finally pick it back up.
Maybe it depends on zombie kills or something.
It's from when you pick it up. So if I pick it up on round 3, but I keep spamming it down on the ground, which keeps canceling the timer, I can realistically make it last for hours.
Wow.
But I would still have a...
It's wild that the only way to get high rounds on this is literally utilizing a glitch. Same thing with Shaolin with the C4. Like, that's
device
stupid.
Ready to go
that's kind of insane.
Once that one breaks.
Like, I don't even get... What is the point of adding a wonder weapon in the map if it doesn't help you with high rounds? How is that even a wonder weapon? Like, that just defeats the purpose of the name of the gun, you know?
I've had it for more than a round and a half. But luckily, I did not need to actually change the strategy at all.
Wow,
from 43 to 100. I didn't have to use any traps, skip. Luckily, because I was able to save it. But now we have to move on to a...
Yeah, you know what? Honestly, I think this map is worse than the Shaolin. Like, he really dislikes Shaolin, but the setup on this would just be awful.
And I'm sorry, I did not talk about this map a lot.
Nah, man, there's not a lot to talk about. You just place a buildable.
I actually did the 100. And my brain is just completely
like actually
fried.
Melted. Yeah.
I don't want to talk about this map. This is insanely boring. Let's just move on.
Yeah, no, that actually has to be the worst high round. Horrendous, man. Horrendous. Absolutely awful.
Before we get into the strategy, the first thing you're going to need is a Karma 45. So go into your custom
interesting
or whatever, you know, get it.
You got to get it a certain variant.
And then the other requirement is the Venom X, which you can get from the box.
I see.
And then the other thing is you cannot turn on power for this strategy. Otherwise, it will turn into a 13-hour strategy.
Oh, because the way you get high rounds is by only spawning in the extinction aliens. That is dumb, dude. Okay, everything after Shaolin is just like, what happened with the high rounds? You know, like, what is going on?
We cannot talk about brain-numbing maps without having Beast from Beyond in this conversation. This is the only
easily
map
one of the worst maps ever.
Fortune cards on, as I'm showing right there. This is because I did the no power strat for this. Fuck the power strat. I'm not running in a circle for 13 hours and having me fucked up. But the strat for this is really simple. You use Get Packed and the wall power card.
Oh, okay.
But you
so
need
he
to
gets
hit the
Pap's
box
weapons.
For the Venom X.
Okay. Yeah.
Which, if you have Director's Cut on it, it'll just upgrade it to the Venom Z, I believe it's called.
Right. You get Pap guns with Director's Cut too. Yeah.
Actual Fate and Fortune card. But if you're not using Director's Cut, you're going to need to use that. But you need that. And then you need to...
No, I would do the same. If I ever run for these round 100s, it's Director's Cut or die for real.
Wall buy with the Pack-a-Punch card on. You need to wall buy the Karma 45. And this is because it is a wall buy right next to where we're camping. And when it's Pack-a-Punched, it melts the cryptids very fast, including the blue cryptid that spawns.
Yeah, the big health
these cryptids, they really stop gaining health around round 30. So they're very, very easy to take. But here I found where the box was. It was in the cargo hold. I activate Packed Magic, which, again, it's like crate power from BO3.
Yeah, exactly.
But I just end off the round here pretty quick. But I'm going to wall buy the Exion because I accidentally bought the Karma thinking I had the wall power one on. I didn't. But I just end up hitting the box here until I get the
Weird
Venom
that the
X,
Karma is the best weapon here.
You don't need the Get Packed card. I was just stupid and I thought you did, but it automatically is upgraded with Director's Cut on.
Oh,
next, I just need to grab the Karma 45, which I do here. This is where we're camping. It's on.
Yeah, this is insane that the best strat is just not even spawning in the power and all the zombies. That's just sad, man. Like, I'm telling you, half of IW is fun, then the other half is like, what is going on
right here?
Fam?
You grab it. It's Pack-a-Punched.
That is
and
just
this is actually
insane.
where we're going to be camping for the entirety rest of the game. So when I couldn't figure this out at first. This is my first time actually playing the map, but with the Venom X, if you shoot and you click your right mouse, it'll explode.
Yeah.
You don't actually have to wait for it to explode.
Yeah, no, you can't get it to explode very fast.
But,
yeah.
What these cryptids do is when you kill the cryptids, they actually drop ammo for you.
Oh my gosh, it's so broken.
Have infinite ammo because on how easy these cryptids are to kill. This strategy took around, I think, 4.5 hours total.
Wow, yeah, 4 hours for a 100 is pretty much the slowest, like, or the fastest. I mean, sorry, that you can get. Slowest is probably like 10 to 12 hours, I would say.
Like, it's very.
That's still wild that it still takes 4 hours. Yeah,
there's nothing enjoyable about it.
Yep,
and it's just not overly that fun. I'm not gonna lie. I don't have that much to talk about.
Beast from Beyond, just in general,
the rounds were taking less than 2.5 minutes. The rounds were 2 minutes.
Wow,
this is 2 minutes round 98, and I mean, it's so easy.
Yeah. I mean, easier than all the other ones combined, for sure.
I know my player icon changed. The other game that I was showing, My dumbass went too far back into the room. I tried grabbing the Venom X ammo, but as you can see here, it is the most buggy thing on the planet, and I ended up opening the door.
No! Oh, brother!
So I had to restart, but it's not that bad of a restart because the Venom X is actually pretty common.
Dude, that would have sucked. That would have sucked, man. Doing this like halfway and you accidentally open a door. That is a feature I wish zombies had. You should be able to close doors. I don't know why they have never added that as a feature in zombies. We need a map like that. You should be able to close doors. How is that not a mainstay feature, you know?
But, I mean, I was on like round 20, so it was like kind of just whatever. But here, I mean, I just run down, I shoot, and then I hit right click so it explodes. I have a, sometimes you get the cryptids that spawn up top.
I mean,
you just walk them into the...
you literally just go into the dust.
Venom X
and then
gas.
It'll just break
And then
them.
basically you have to hope that you get ammo drops.
I mean, it's pretty obvious that you'll get
ammo drops that you can actually pick up.
Right.
And what I'm doing here is I'm shooting, and then before I'm able to reload, I actually pick up a Venom pouch. And what this does, this cancels out the reload and gives me 2 extra shots.
Wow.
Because if you are at 0 ammo in total, when you pick up a pouch, it'll set your ammo to 1 in your clip, 1 in your reserve.
Oh, interesting. So you do want to run out of ammo.
And it works the same exact way if you have just shot.
It's weird that the Karma on this map is the best bullet gun. It is very, very strange how a lot of the guns work in IW. But you can tell that there's actually more of a meta in a game like this than even maps or games like Cold War, right? Cold War, it's just Gallo and Amps and M16. But this is like, you got the Karma, you got the Mauler, you got the M1. It's really interesting.
So let's say I have one Venom X shot in my clip and I have 7 in my reserve. If I shoot the Venom X and then I pick up a pouch right after I shoot it, it'll put it to 1 in my clip and 8 in my reserve.
Oh.
Basically, you have infinite ammo, like I said.
Wow.
I have 2 ammo things on. I didn't need to use any of them for this game.
Yeah, he has the ammo crate card.
I mean, it's just dumb.
Yeah.
I mean, here I didn't do it because...
This map's whole design is dumb. The fact that the first step is to run to this random area to pick up Neil's head and place him in a computer. Most people probably launched this map, got bullied by the aliens, and never played it again.
It doesn't matter at that...
Any map that starts like this, where you have to do something extremely arbitrary right at the beginning, is an immediate L for casual players.
Because I'm going to still end up with the same amount because I'm at 0 out of 1 and I'm at 0 out of 2. So there, I didn't do it, but 90% of this game I did. And I'm sorry. Again, I'm sorry for these last 2 maps for not really having much to talk about.
No, I mean, because it's just the exact same thing over and over.
There's nothing to talk about.
There is nothing to talk about.
You sit in a corner and you do your thing. On attack, you just spam 2 buttons, and then if it breaks, you run around the map for a bit until you
grab it again. Yep.
On this,
you grab the Venom X and the Karma
infinitely because... You don't turn the power on. You can kill them infinitely with the Karma.
Wow.
Like, it's just... it's so stupid with how easy this strategy is. Again.
Yeah, the Venom X is one of the better wonder weapons for sure in IW. I think like this just proves it, especially because you run it for Mephistopheles as well. It's such a powerful weapon.
I'm sorry, I don't have much to talk about, but that's gonna do it.
But there it is. Every round 100. Let's go, Badger.
Do it for the video.
That's
amazing.
I hope you guys
did enjoy this. This was a long video.
That was a long
the first
video.
Time I've ever done a project like this.
And like each round was like round 6.
Again,
to around 6 to 8 hours.
He's the one who inspired me to do this.
Yeah, dude.
But if you did enjoy this,
what a legend.
Please let me know.
Badger, you are a legend. Ladies and gentlemen, I love seeing everybody go for these round 100s recently with all the community supporting it. It has been absolutely a pleasure doing this with you guys. Will I do IW? Man, I don't know, but I definitely want to try at least Rave and Spaceland. Those are the 2 I really want to get. But ladies and gentlemen, it's been an absolute pleasure, and I'll see y'all in that next one, baby.